Now is the absolute best time to start playing Zenonzard, and in today's video I'm going to be explaining why. Okay, so for those of you who are not aware of what Zenonzard is, perhaps you're seeing this channel for the first time. Zenonzard is a new card game, mobile card game. It's available on Android and iOS. You'll see it marketed as like the new anime card game, and you'll see like a big selling point being the AI stuff. I'm not going to explain like all the basics and stuff of the game. There's a lot of YouTube videos that do that better than I can in this short little bit of time, but what I do want to explain is why now is such a good time to start. So as of the date of this recording, it is the 7th of August. That should be the date of upload as well. So the thing to keep in mind is that 10 days from when this video is being released, there will be a brand new expansion dropping in the game. So the meta is going to be shaken up, and we know that the colours getting supported in that expansion primarily are blue, yellow and green. Now, whilst it's not likely that, well, most of the support is not going to be for the current versions of those decks, some of it will be, and that's important to discuss when we head over here to Twitter. Now, I highly suggest you make a Twitter account for this, just for this part. It's absolutely worth it, and while you've done that, go ahead and give me a follow. My at is Aibo Academy, at Academy Aibo, and you know, it's in the description. Right, so the reason I'm saying this is for the summer event celebration, which says get one free deck with just a follow and a retweet. So do that, super low effort, and you'll get one of these. You get the choice of one of these two decks. Always, I mean, neither of them are particularly good, but they come with 3 legendaries each. So the white deck comes with 2 copies of Alabaster. So if you've seen the anime, that's the big like 10-drop dragon Claude uses in the episode. I think it's like episode 2 or something. And then one of the white 9-drop lion, I believe he also uses in the episode, which you can see on the picture there. If you get the red deck, you'll get one of Arendai, who's the cover card there, and also 2 copies of Tilt and Welt, which have an ability when someone enters the field that activates twice. Now, none of these legendaries are currently particularly used. However, Tilt and Welt has the most potential out of any of these, and worst case, this deck is a free generic legendary. If you just dust everything, you can make anything you want. It'll give you over 3,500 dust at bare minimum. So there is that is great, right? But you know, that's not alone a massive reason to start playing the game. Okay, you get one free generic legendary. It's not really going to help you very much, is it? It's not going to help you a huge amount, but I'll tell you what will help you, and that's the brand new campaign that was announced literally 24 minutes ago as of the time of this upload, which is to celebrate the summer event. We're giving out this special Demeet deck. Demeet's just green. To simply log in between the 7th, so today, through to the 31st. So you have until the 31st of August to log in and claim this deck, and I highly, highly suggest you do it, because let's talk about what you get in this deck. So it's a Tree Walker based deck, and this is a very, very popular deck. It's very well regarded. If you haven't seen my tier list video, which you probably haven't, I suppose, if you're interested in starting the game, but if you haven't, I suggest you go and check that out, because you'll see just how highly I rate this deck. Now, this is not a fully built version of the deck, however, it's not really that far off, and it comes with a lot of good stuff. It comes with 7 legendaries. You get, so, I mean, let's go through them. 1 copy of Pandora. Pandora is a incredibly generic legendary. It sees play in a huge number of decks. It searches for any base minion. It's so useful. So 100% you'll be using that. Comes with 2 copies of Platona, another very useful legendary. Not quite as well played, or not quite as generically played as Pandora, but still played a lot. Then you also get 2 copies of Miss Teiken, which is up to 5 now. Miss Teiken, again, is more of a meta pick at the moment, but it's a good generic legendary. It's very useful in the mirror match against other Tree Walker decks, very useful against Red Battle Spirits. If they get out 2 of their big things, you just go boom, and they're gone. Quite useful against white as well, if you want to deal with the can't be targeting stuff, right? Like, it's really good. And the final legendary is you get 2 copies of Tree Walker. So this deck comes with 7 legendaries, and it's really good. It's, you know, again, not complete, but I mean, it's also a lot of epics. You know, it's also 12 epics, so 12 epics, 7 legendaries, pretty much complete deck. You would run, you know, you'd want some more Pandoria, some more Platona. You'd probably want an Ethereal Giant in here. There's a couple of other cards you'd probably want to play around with, but I mean, you know, let's chill out for a sec, because I'll talk about upgrading this and some really good options for that. But first, I again really just want to emphasize just how good this is. This is okay, yeah. So the reason this is so good as well, right? It's not just you're getting a good deck. You're getting a good deck the second you start the game. So what you can do is you can re-roll to get a bunch of legendaries. Check out my re-roll guide if you're not 100% sure on how to do that. I go over everything there. So you can re-roll, get a good number of legendaries, and just save them. You don't have to dust anything. You can save all the packs, the huge amount of packs available for you to grind, like right from the start of the game. You can just save those for the new expansion, because you have this deck, and this is basically ready to ladder with. You can take this right onto ranked ladder, and from rank 1 all the way through to rank 40, which is Master, I don't think you'll have many issues. Yes, it's not going to be the most consistent version of this deck, but it's definitely going to be enough to get you to that Master over the ranked season, which has started today. So it'll probably be enough to get you to that, like, by the end of the season, which is, you know, in a week from now. That's really good. So you'll also be able to get loads of ranked rewards like that, right? Especially since we have 15 ranked games that count at the moment instead of 10, so you'll be able to get a lot more points and actually get those point rewards. Now, if you are a new player, you've seen this, you've seen me go, look guys, this is just a free start. You don't have to spend anything, you could literally log in and you get a free ready to ladder with deck, which is insane. Like, I feel like I really need to clarify that. This is almost a fully built top tier deck, and it's not as if, right, like, this only needs additions. You don't really take stuff out. There's like, you don't, none of the legendaries here really are chaff. It's just you're adding a couple of things to just push it to that max consistency level, and it's most of the way there, right? So you get all that, and you can actually upgrade it with a very minor amount of spending really easily. So there are these things called the beginner decks. I've also gone over those in a whaling guide, which you can check out. But the main thing to keep in mind is it's 350 Z stones, which I believe is like £5 worth of money, £5-6. If you buy that pack and you get the green deck, that comes with another copy of Tree Walker, which you don't need, to be fair. That's you don't need. 2 is enough. But it also comes with 2 copies of Pandoria. So that will get you your playset of Pandoria. And at that point, you take the free Twitter deck we're going to be getting near the end of the month, you dust it, you get your 3rd Platona from all that dust, and you're done. The deck is basically done. You'll get, you know, a little bit more spirit. You can finalize the list. There's a little bit of tweaking you can do. I'll definitely try and get a really up-to-date version of this going to showcase for all these new players. But yeah, for a very minor cost, you can just 100% finish this deck. I mean, you don't even need to spend that. You can just grind for a little bit, and when the new pack drops on the 17th of the expansion, when you open all your free packs you'll get from grinding in game. By the way, there's a lot of events on at the moment to give you a lot of free packs as well, but you know, that's to the side really. You'll get a huge amount of spirit there, which you can just use to directly convert into finishing off this deck or building a new one. So yeah, this is incredible. This is by far, and I've played pretty much every single online digital card game in existence. This is the most free to play for anything I've ever seen. This has come out very early in the game. You don't need to do anything. You just get it. The only downside is in Hearthstone, for example, you get a choice, but you get a lot less in Hearthstone in exchange for that choice. This is giving you so much. Even if you decide, I hate this deck, I don't want to play it, this is over 7,000 dust. Is 7,000 dust just in legendaries? You'll be keeping some of these legendaries, right? 100%. You'll be keeping the Pandorias, you'll be keeping the Platonas, you'll be keeping the Mistakens. So this is 5 just good legendaries they've just given to everyone, and then 2 Tree Walkers, which you can dust if you want, dust some of the other stuff and get a 6th legendary. Incredible. So good. Now is the time to start playing Zenonzard for your like super free to play friendly experience. Go and download it. You'll have a lot of fun. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, please leave a like on the video, please subscribe to the channel for more Zenonzard content, and please join my Discord server. There's a link in the description. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the summer, end of the month. Kind of the same thing. Just subscribe to the channel, alright? And I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Cheers.